We're going to shift our focus. You might have seen me talk a lot about point of view, where we identified and developed an understanding of the first person point of view, third person point of view. Here we're going to shift and talk about claims. Now, as I've done in a lot of my videos, I want to give you three things to think about at the beginning, and then we'll end with three things that you should take away. And here are our three things. What is a claim? You're going to hear that term a lot during the course of this school year. I'm going to talk about why claims are important, and also going to give you analogies about how to think about claims. All right, so a simple definition, and this comes from the AP Literature and Composition course exam description. A claim is a statement that requires defense with evidence from the text. And that's a pretty straightforward, pretty simple definition, but I want to get you to think about it on a deeper level. And in my classroom, here's one of the ways that I describe a claim. A claim is just an accumulation of individual ideas that are brought together. They're brought together in this cohesive manner to form one original and insightful idea. So how does that work? What does it look like in real time? Well, this isn't necessarily real time, but as you're reading, you might pick up on a sentence that you feel has some importance. I call those heavy sentences in my classroom because there seems to be some weight to them, some significance to them. You may even pick up on a key word. A paragraph seems crucial, or you might notice a symbol. And as you're reading and as you're picking up on these things, what you're doing is connecting these things to ideas. An important sentence could give you an idea about a character. A key word could give you an idea about the tone of a paragraph. A whole paragraph may develop an important conflict. I think you get the point. But what I want you to see is that when you take all these individual ideas and you piece them together into a synthesized whole, that's where you can get your claim. So what you're moving is from small to bigger to big. Now, why is this so important? Why are you going to hear this word claim over and over and over again throughout the course of this year? One reason is because it's pretty important on the AP exam rubric. It's one of the 6 points awarded on each essay. You may also hear this answer, that it's something that you'll need to be able to do in college, which I'm not crazy about that explanation, because it sounds like you're only doing something because it's going to benefit you in the future and not in the moment. So here's the way that I explain it. I think a claim is important because it demonstrates mature thinking. And this is the type of thinking that you're going to see across a lot of AP courses, a lot of college courses, but across life. So I'll give you some examples. A doctor that can pick up on someone's heart murmur and come up with an accurate diagnosis in a way could save someone's life. A financial analyst that can look at tons of information, data and numbers, and can draw conclusions about the best course of action could really benefit their company or corporation. And a mechanic that can hear like the tiniest, maybe the faintest rattle, can diagnose that problem and repair a car. And in each of those three examples, what someone is doing is looking at little pieces of evidence. And they're trying to take those pieces and puzzle them together and come up with a really important, really insightful conclusion. And in a way, that's what a claim does. It's when a reader takes all these ideas, little pieces of evidence that they see in the text, ideas that they're generating, and they form them together and they form something that's original, that's all their own. They're not merely repeating anything. And I think that's why a claim is so important, is because it's synthesizing information and coming up with valuable ideas. And that's a great, great life skill. So I heard an AP teacher once explain it like this, and I think this is a great analogy. He said, a good claim is like a firm handshake. You look the reader in the eye and you reassure them that you know what you're doing and have something worthwhile to say. I think we've had that experience, all of us in our lives, where we've met someone, and this may happen to you in the next few months where you're visiting colleges and you walk on that campus and you get this reassurance that this is the place for you. Or you've met someone and when they look you in the eye, you just have trust in who they are because they seem to know what they're doing. Think of a claim that way. It's that guide in an essay or a paragraph that's going to show you, I know what I'm talking about. I have really good information that I'm going to share with you, and I've got valuable ideas. Blake Taylor told that to me, and he got it from someone else. And I think like so many good ideas, it's just getting passed down, and here I am presenting it to you. So what should we take away from this video? Well, the first thing is that claims have to come from the evidence from the text. You can't just make them up. But the way you do that, you synthesize the small ideas and you form them into a bigger cohesive whole. I think this is key. Claims have insight and originality. They're the product of your own thinking. You're not just repeating what a text says, you're not just repeating what the prompt says. And in all, they demonstrate mature thinking. And that makes it sound somewhat sophisticated, but I think if you trust yourself and trust that you're a good reader and know what you're doing, that your ideas are going to be valuable and readers are going to come to appreciate them. Now, in my upcoming videos, I'm going to show you how to form a claim. I'm going to show you how to take some evidence from the text and synthesize it. I'm even going to show you how to develop paragraphs from a claim. So I hope you join me. And as always, be well, my friends.